like that. All right, so Wednesday, December 8th. Oh, I can't believe we're almost to the end of the year already, but here we are. And I feel like I'm already behind on my Christmas shopping. Do you guys feel that way? I feel like if it's not done by now, I'm freaking out a little bit. We had that issue, or Amazon had that issue yesterday with their web service or something. So we got all those messages, Berkshire's attached to it, Sky Slope was attached to it. Ed was telling me he couldn't like do any returns on Amazon's site. There was quite a few things affected by that. So that was interesting. So that kind of freaked me out to like hurry up and order everything that I was going to order with them. So today's the last official meeting for the office. Next Wednesday, we will be doing our potluck. So our office party, even though this Friday is our regional or Berkshire party, we like to have our office family get together and do our potluck. So who's got something good to share this week? Somebody?
I do.
Okay.
My husband and I are going on vacation this afternoon.
Shut
And
up.
we're going with my daughter and her husband and our 6-month-old. So
Oh, where are you guys
gonna be
going?
we're going to Tulum, Mexico. It's down on the Caribbean coast.
I
They
know
had
that.
booked the trip like 2 years ago, and it expires the end of the year. And fast forward, they have a 6-month-old. So yeah, we're gonna help out with them while they, with him while they scuba dive, and then we'll have some nice dinners together. And looking forward to it. But I'm gonna miss all of the
I
holiday
know.
stuff.
That's
I'm gonna
okay.
miss
You have
absolutely
fun.
everything.
Well, you have fun with your
Absolutely.
family. I mean, this is the time to recharge your batteries because you've been a busy girl this year.
Yeah, thank you.
Have
Any
a
other
great time.
I know. Any other good news? Oh,
Yay, opening escrow.
yay.
Good job, Linda.
Woo!
That was a challenging one. So you had, Linda, tell us, what did you have as far as offers go?
If you only knew what I woke up to this morning. But anyway, I had 8 offers, couple cash, couple finance, couple contingent. The highest one was 850, asking price 789.9. We countered that one, and we countered an 800 cash to 810. So they're willing to take 810 for the cash. Well, then I wake up to a text. We're feeling like we're being greedy. I just want to take the 800 cash. Well, I'd already sent the counter over. So
Wow.
now the 850 accepted the counter, and then the 810 did not accept the counter, but they didn't know that. So I sent a copy of the text to the agent saying, please see my, my sellers, they're willing to take the 800, and so I just now got a call that go ahead and have them sign their original offer and open escrow.
Oh, yay. Who gets a seller like that these days? We have
Wow.
guts.
We're being too greedy, they said. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love you.
Wow. And cash. So it's a sure thing. So that's awesome. Way to go.
Hopefully it's a sure thing. I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but
Never.
Okay. Okay, Donna. Any other good news this week?
I got my land listing into escrow and sold $130,000 manufactured home.
Nice.
That's great. Good job.
That's the one in Menifee, that land listing?
Yes. On
Awesome.
like a 6-minute off of Bundy Canyon on a dirt road with a bunch of manufactured homes. And I wasn't sure if it was ever going to sell, so you never know.
Yeah, I feel like we've been selling a lot of dirt this year, so it's not really surprised. So that's awesome.
There's no more houses.
I know. Any other good news? Okay, I have some good news to share. So we are doing our holiday listing contest, and just a reminder, these are the activities to create points for yourself. And apparently we only have 2 people who want to play. So we have 2 winners this week. Our winners, Donna first and Alvin and Marilou. So congratulations, you guys.
Yay.
We have 3 so every week is a brand new point system, but the total points will be added up for the whole 6 weeks, which we're going into January. So 3 prizes, a hardbound listing presentation. You got, oh, I don't know if it doesn't want to, whatever. One of these, or 5 softbounds, or the, what's that called? The listing kit, which looks like this for your next listing, which this means the marketing department puts all of this together for you. Which would
Oh,
you like,
wow.
Donna? I'll let you go first. Well, it's all about listings. So
I
all
know,
3
I know.
things go with listings.
I'll try the hardbound book.
Hardbound. Okay. And now I know you have your own listing
Inserts.
presentations. So
Yeah.
you want just the outside cover?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then I don't have an IOU.
Oh.
So Alvin and Marilou, the other 2 options are the listing kit or 5 of the softbound covers, which you can't see, but they're nice and they're embossed and they have the logo at the bottom. What would you like? Oh, you're out there.
Softbound.
You got it. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. I have to give you an IOU because they're coming tomorrow. All right. So that's my good news for the week. Let's talk about, do we have any new listings coming soon? Anybody got anything in the works out there? Because if you do, a listing presentation is 25 points and taking a listing is 50 plus $50 cash, but you got to turn in your sheet. So anybody got anything? Okay, and this is why we're having this contest. Get you to work. It's not that I don't want to ruin your holidays. I just want everybody to start off with a good new year. So let's talk about then anybody's got buyers wants and needs, or they want to repitch their listings right now. Oh, okay. All right, so this will be a 10-minute meeting. Let's talk about then the local market. I'll give you the market stats for the Temecula Valley, and then we'll go into the California and regional markets. So in the last 7 days, the Temecula new listings, Temecula Valley, we had 116 new listings, which is up 14 week over week. 259 pending, so 52 more than the week before, and 200 sold, which is 36 more than the week before. Temecula Valley, all Temecula Valley active, we have 576 this week, which is down by 49. In Temecula only, single family residential coming soon and active, we have only 116. That went down by 14 from the week before. The lowest, most affordable price in Temecula is $539,000. Holy moly. That jumped up like $30,000.
Because it was 505. Wow.
Yeah, it was 505, I think the last time. Riverside County, total single family residential, 2,476, which is down by 124. And price changes, we only had 57 in the last week. So that's just up just a tiny bit. So let's talk about the whole state of California and our local area. I have something to share. Let's see. This one. Okay, so first of all, I want to talk about loan limits. So we are getting new loan limits coming in 2022. And so conforming loan limits are going to be $647,200, which is an increase from our current number of is $548,250. So almost $100,000 increase, which is going to be really helpful. And the new FHA loan limit is $562,350. That's for Riverside County. So if you're selling something in San Diego County, because they have a higher price point, their conforming loan limit The new one will be $879,750. And the FHA loan limit, who buys FHA in San Diego? I don't know. But 800, oh, it's actually the same. So it's 879,750 for conforming and FHA. And for newer agents, conforming loan just basically means it meets a guideline so that loan can be resold to Fannie and Freddie Mac. And so it just makes it easier for the lender to take the loan and then sell it off and then make more loans. So that's kind of how that goes. So let's talk about the current market as far as Southwest Riverside County. So you can see as far as sales for the month of November, month over month, we had a decrease of 5% and a decrease of 3% from a year ago. And the median home price, you could see for our area, it went up 2% month over month and a 20% increase year over year. So that's kind of cuckoo crazy. Now, remember when I'm talking Southwest Riverside County, it's not just the 6 or 7 areas. I'm also including Hemet and other outer lying areas. This is Adam Ruiz's report. Also, unsold inventory, we're down 10% from October, and we're up 39% from a year ago. But remember, a year ago, we were just starting to come out of COVID, so not really surprising there. But the amount of inventory we have is only 2 months worth if we continue to sell. And we have been on this level playing field for a couple of years now. 6 months is a normal amount of unsold inventory where we would have more of a balanced market, and we haven't been there in quite a long time. As far as median time on the market, we went from 9 in November to 11. I'm sorry, 9 in October to 11 in November, and that's last year we were at 7 days, that is. So up 22% month over month and up 57% year over year, but 11 is still nothing. It's still a super hot market for the sellers. So let me back this up just a little bit and show you on as far as the median prices, how they changed for each city. And also this is year over year price changes. So who's winning here? San Jacinto, 26.6%, but the price, nope, Paris. Paris. Those price points are so low, and yet they're still semi-affordable. Actually, Paris, 497,000. I feel like
That's
it's ridiculous.
high.
It's ridiculous
That's
for
high.
Paris.
Yeah.
But so there you go. There's your year over year changes. And, you know, if you listen to the forecast, they're saying it's going to be relatively flat next year. So we're not going to see these 20% numbers year over year. Come the end of next year, we're probably going to be more like 5 if we're lucky. So we'll see how that goes. So here's what an overview of what the average house would be like in each city. Surprisingly, Temecula, I am surprised with all the brand new homes that we're building out here that are like 3,000 and 4,000 square feet, that an average home is only 2,400, the average, I guess, sold home, and $333 a foot. So this is really interesting. I'm happy to share this report with you guys if you're not getting it already from Adam. And so here's just an overview of the November closed sales. And this is for Temecula, Murrieta, Wildomar, and Winchester. I'm trying to get my, I don't know if you guys online, do you have, yeah, I don't think you guys have my little thing that's down at the bottom. It won't go away for me. So anyway, Temecula is blue, Murrieta is red, Wildomar's green, and Winchester is gray. So in 2021, we can see that the number of sales, closed sales, are all down for this year in all of those cities. And then here is Lake Elsinore, Canyon Lake, and Menifee. Menifee doing much better where the other 2 cities didn't do as well. So again, I feel like the affordable cities are doing a little bit better. And then lastly, here's Hemet, San Jacinto, and Paris. And Hemet year over year increasing, San Jacinto increasing, but Paris decreasing. And that's because they're too expensive now, right? They got too big for their britches. That's what I say. All right. So the forecast is that the inventory is going to go up next year. We are hoping that the sellers will get off the fence and put their homes on the market in January. But you know, now's not a terrible time to sell. I don't know if you guys watched Mark's Facebook video for the week, but I'm going to share it with you. And it's really all about reminding your people who are on the fence why now is not a terrible time to put their home on the market and how to market it so that they feel safe. So let me share that with you guys now, because I think it's a good segue. Okay.
Presentation every Tuesday, 1:30 Pacific Standard Time. I am here, and today we are going to talk about helping our sellers take advantage of selling their property during the holidays. Now, before I jump in and we talk solutions, let's get some understanding of what the challenge is here. Because what I hear from most sales executives, it's not that they don't understand the upsides of selling during the holidays. Most of the time they do. The challenge is presenting that and really getting your sellers to feel comfortable selling during the holidays. So first, I want to cover a few of the items that's sellers' issues, and they're real, and they're important to them. Then we're going to talk about some facts about the market, and then I'm going to give you some solutions. All right, so first, let's talk about what are some of the concerns. Well, during the holidays, security concerns. I mean, not that security wouldn't be a concern all the time, it is, but specifically during the holidays. You know what? There's gifts laying around. People potentially, possibly could be checking out the home. What's the scenario? So security concerns. How about schedule disruptions? It's my holiday, all right? I've worked hard all year. I just need some downtime. I don't want people coming through the house. I don't want to have to spruce up the house every time I hear someone's coming over. I just want to relax. It's my holiday. How about simply underestimating the number of qualified buyers? You know, who's looking during the holidays? I mean, probably nobody. It's the holidays. They're out, you know what, relaxing and enjoying the holidays as well. So why am I wasting my time during this time? So these are things going through the seller's mind. And you may have some others, right? So those are real issues for them. So let's look at what the true upsides are first of selling during the holidays. All right, one, you know what? Fewer listings sounds pretty obvious, but fewer listings means less competition. Many sellers, too many, decide to wait until the new year. I'm going to take it off the market now. I'm going to enjoy my holidays, and then I'll put it back on the market after New Year. Well, guess what? You got a lot of people doing that. So now during the holidays, you're going against less competition, less other listings, specifically less other listings in your area, so we can spotlight your home more effectively. All right. Two, buyers that are looking during the holidays are serious buyers. All right. They are extremely serious. To your seller's point, hey, everyone's relaxing during the holidays as well, not only me. Well, the reality of it is the ones that aren't relaxing and actually looking for a property, and there are many, all right, are absolutely serious. They want to find their home now. And it just happens to be the month of December, all right, during that time, or month of November as well. And then the other benefit is being able to leverage lower inventory at that moment in time. So basically creating a bigger supply challenge. All right. It will solve itself somewhat after the new year because you'll see the glut of properties hit the market. But for right now, I've got this fictitious supply issue, greater supply issue than already exists. And I can turn that low inventory into higher home equity. Certainly a benefit to your sellers. All right. So we've talked about their concerns, valid. We've talked about, okay, what the real facts are. And in some cases, true for some people when it came to the seller's concerns. But just like, serious buyers, a lot more serious buyers are out there than your seller may think. All right. So what is the solution? Well, if you remember some time back, I talked about when pricing a property, we're talking about process over price. Well, this is another example where understanding the process and being able as a sales executive to effectively present the process is so, so very important. Now, what I'm going to go over with you right now is in our own resource center at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. So if you're going to look for this information, it's already there for you. And if you have questions on that or need help finding it in the resource center, just talk to your leadership and they will help you. All right, there is a holiday marketing program. And I want to thank Alan Dalton for this. He is just a brilliant individual and his mind thinks about what's the process. And so what's really powerful about this, instead of just saying, I'm trying to convince you to do this, let me show you a process that takes your concerns into account. And I think Mr. and Mrs. Seller will give you the best of both worlds. So first, let me share with you some of the aspects that this program, the holiday marketing program, takes into account. One, all showings must be by appointment. All showings must be by appointment. And we will scrutinize, even though you do this anyways, you're going to double, triple scrutinize that it's only a qualified buyer. A lot of times people will want buyers to be very, certainly qualified to purchase. And in a low inventory market, if you don't have your buyer already approved, it's really a bad move. So specifically, we're talking about an approved buyer, ready, willing, and able to purchase, all right, that property. So 1, appointment only. 2, clearly qualified to purchase. Next, no for sale signs. No for sale signs. I know in our business, Mark, what are we doing here? No for sale sign during the holiday program? Yes, because we are taking into account what is actually going on and the concerns of our sellers. So for this period of time, we're going to go no for sale sign. No advertising identifying the home. See? No advertising identifying the home. No lockbox. Yes, you heard it here. No lockbox on the property. All right. No one's getting in unless they're calling you, the sales executive, all right, to go see that property. No feature or highlight sheets at the home. So not only are we controlling the outside features, but you know what? When you're walking through during the holidays, there's no inside features, meaning it's not disrupting the seller's decorations. It's not affecting their holiday whatsoever. Nothing's laying around. Okay? No inside home displays of any kind. No home phone number in the MLS. All right, so there's no way to contact the seller unless they go through you. No open houses, either public or by realtors. So there's no broker opens, there's no open houses. Now, keep this in mind. All these parameters are controlled by the seller. A question will come up, well, what if my seller wants some of these? Well, of course, you can do whatever your seller is comfortable with during marketing it during the holidays. what I'm doing here today is I want to give you an example of how you support the sellers, all right, that are concerned during the holidays for different reasons. Whatever their concerns are, you have a solution that will support them and give them the best of both worlds so they can actually sell their property for top dollar instead of doing what the crowd is doing and waiting to throw it back on the market that ultimately can affect their equity in the long run. You know, as you bring up the holiday marketing program, they have Do Not Disturb Family Holiday Celebration has begun. Look, this holiday marketing program is a phenomenal process and a phenomenal idea that you now, as a sales executive, if you get it, you can present this process, present this program directly to your clients, and they can have a better outlook of, here's how I get what I want affecting the holiday, which means it's not, and two, ultimately, how I can still take advantage of the upsides of marketing during the holidays. Look, ultimately, our goal as sales executives is to, one, get the home sold, two, maximize the value for our client, and three, make sure the promises that buyers are making, okay, they can actually execute on those promises. Those are three key areas. And I will tell you this, out of those three areas, I would take off selling the house as the least important, because here's the reality of it. The house may sell, but what we don't know, will it maximize our seller's equity, which is key, and can they actually execute on the promises that the buyers are making? So those I would put as the top two. All right, I hope today was helpful. I want you to go and get those listings during the holidays because it's in the best interest of your clients. You just got to make sure your presentation is on point. Have a great week, everybody, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.
All right, so I kind of feel like you guys probably have a question about how can we not put the listing on the internet? Because ultimately that's how we get a lot of our buyers. But if you think about all of those 9 things that he talked about, qualified buyers are working with agents. And agents are emailing listings out to their qualified buyers every day. We do have the ability as a listing agent to not syndicate the listing to anywhere but the MLS. And so this is definitely possible to do this. So just keep it in mind. This is a great marketing plan every single year. I mean, talking about low inventory levels, it happens every year at Christmas time. So it's just unusually low right now because of our pandemic, but this plan can work every single year. As far as finding the holiday marketing plan in the resource center, I'm going to get back to you on that because I couldn't find it. So I have Maria looking for it now. So I don't know if Mark has some special thing with Alan Dalton, but I looked everywhere for you before you even asked me because I knew you would. All right, one more thing I want to share with you, and we'll call it a done meeting. You probably noticed this week that we have the new client portals, and just in case you haven't, I want to show you what it kind of looks like. So when we send out a listing to our buyers, they now are going to get an email that looks like this, that says one home. Here's the one new or updated listing, and it would have the photo. Before it was just like a link, like, hey, there's new listings, click the link, right? So this is what it looks like on the client side. And then let me share with you what it looks like when they open the, well, yeah, let me try this. And okay, so I'm going to show, I'm sorry, I'm doing another video for you, but I just want you through this video, you'll see what the client encounters and some of the upgrades from our current portal. And then I want to share with you how you can fix one thing that I found that was wrong with this new portal.
Hi everybody, my name is Dave Marsh. I'd like to welcome you to this one home tutorial. And today we're going to take a look at a few reasons why you may want to sign up for a free feature enhanced one home account. So let's begin by first clicking on the property notification link emailed to you by your agent.
Yeah, let me just point out that this video is kind of talking to the client. And there is, I'll show you, there's a PDF that you can print out and maybe add it to your buyer's package so that they understand what they're going to be getting the first time that they get an email from you. So there we go.
Now, for anyone who's already familiar with One Home, you already know that by default, your One Home account automatically allows you full access to each of the properties sent to you by your agent. And for those who simply want to view these listings, calculate their monthly costs, or explore some neighborhood insights, then a default account may be all the access that you need. But for anyone who'd like to harness the full power of One Home, you'll first be required to sign up for a free enhanced One Home account. And the reason for this is so you're able to manage your One Home configuration, as well as protect any personal information that you ultimately decide to share. So for a quick overview of the additional features included with registering, let's begin by first creating a free account. And you'll notice that One Home automatically applies the same email address used with your notifications. So for now, simply add your first name, last name, and a password to identify you each time that you sign in. Next, read and agree to the terms of service. Then click Create Account and log in with your new credentials. All right, so you remember that before we registered, we only had the ability to view our search results in One Home. But now that we've signed in, we also have the option of saving any custom searches we create to use at another time. All right, so now let's access a listing. And in addition to the default behavior that we saw earlier, we now have the ability to apply for the best mortgage rates, gather insurance quotes, share specific notes about this listing with an agent, schedule an open house tour, or mark a property as a favorite, or just not interested. Signing up also allows a user to create a buying or a selling plan with their agent, keeping them well informed of the process every step of the way. And finally, by signing up with One Home, users are able to configure their own portal preferences, starting with choosing exactly what personal information they'd like to be shared when soliciting quotes from a service provider. Plus, in addition to receiving special One Home offers, users can also select their ideal property preferences, which are ultimately calculated and included as a property fit score along with each of the listings displayed. All right, well, this concludes this One Home tutorial. For all the latest information and for quick access into your registered One Home account, don't forget to visit onehome.com.
All right, so just so you know, when you log into the MLS and you get to this first page, are you guys all seeing online this first page before you click on the MLS?
Yes.
Under CR MLS resources, there's this new One Home Learning Center, and there's 14 different short videos like that that will teach you how this process works. But let me show you, for instance, when I click on Ed's situation here, what happens? So this is my agent view of his portal, and he's got his listings here on the left-hand side. So it's very similar. And it also will bring up, a lot of you, I've set up your portal so that you have a little note to your client. If it's the first time your client logs in, that note pops up. When you click on the agent, this is the one thing I found out. This particular phone number if you don't make this fix I'm going to show you next, will be the office phone number by accident. And so I kind of figured out how to fix this. So how you make sure that this is correct is you're going to go back into Matrix. And in the top right-hand corner where you have the your name, you're going to click on your name and go to settings. And then there's the My Information box. So when you click there, you now see there's a One Home tab. That used to be Agent Portal. And so just so I could show you, the only thing here is your photo and then your contact information. And the One Home phone that defaults is pulled from, backing up, this information tab. And it is pulled from this direct work phone number, which defaulted to the office number. So all you have to do is click the override button, put in your cell phone number, and then save. And that will fix the portal information. Not that we don't want to have the customers call the office, because all of us on, those on floor time would love to have those calls, but obviously they're getting to the office from your portal. So just make sure that that's fixed. And then I also believe, I'm sorry, I'm bouncing back and forth, on the One Home site, your web address, it wasn't filled in for me. So I filled my web address in there. So let me back up to this browser. So I have my phone number, my email, and my web address, my license, my photo, etc. So play around with that, watch the videos so you can get familiar with what your clients are going to see. And like I said, there is this PDF that looks like this. I would say either email it to your clients, because they can see like the guy in the video said, they can take a look at all the photos, etc. But on page 2, it explains that if they just activate their account, and they don't even have to put in their home address, it's just their name and email so that they can save things. It says what they can or cannot do without activating. And so I think that's important for them to understand, because so the buyers can create their own searches just like before, but I really love that property fit situation, because what they can say is, I definitely want to have a pool, or I don't want to have, whatever. I don't want a cul-de-sac. And we can do those searches and set it up for our clients, but sometimes they change their mind on the location where they want to be. And so they can create as many searches as they want to once we set them up in the system. So what do you guys think about that? I kind of like it.
The question I have is the schedule an open house appointment.
Yeah, I think it's really schedule a showing and it's with you. Yes, that's I think they
Shannon,
worded that.
So Shannon, I have a question, because the MLS is not set up for teams, it's like individual. So if we went in, if Veronica and I each went into our account and we put our team email in there, that's okay? And then that way, would One Home would send the link to our team email then, correct?
Yes.
Oh,
and that's
okay.
just-
Oh, that's much better then, because
I think you
usually it gets-
should.
yeah, that's much better for us, because usually typically if we send the emails to our clients, it'll have just one of our names and then it has our personal emails attached to it. Oh, that'll work great for us. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. That's great.
You're welcome. I think that definitely when you're in the MLS, you and Veronica should go into your information page and just override everything. So it's your team, everything. There are team accounts through SRCAR. I don't know how exactly they work, to be honest. So that might be a possibility for you team members out there, but it is as simple as just overriding everything and then typing in the joint or the team email addresses, adding the team photos. So no matter who sets it up, the client will get the team information, but the challenge is remembering who set it up, because it's only going to be in either Gail or Veronica's login for the MLS. So that's why I say maybe check with SRCAR on a team login. I don't think it's any extra.
Okay.
All right.
Great. Thank you. Thank you,
You're welcome.
Shannon.
You're welcome. All right. One last thing, just kind of a reminder, we're getting to the end of the year. There's going to be some downtime where we don't have family and friends over. So let's talk about what can we do to prepare for maybe next year's business. Right now is a great time to get into your continuing education. Remember, we do get 45 free units through CAR.org. Just log in with your member login and then click on the Learn and Thrive or search education and just do a couple of classes so that we're not freaking out when we get down to the last 3 weeks before our license expires. And we're all guilty of it, including myself. Also a good time to set up those customized holiday campaigns through the VAC. I mean, we can easily click the holiday campaign and it's very generic, but if you'd like to set them up for all of 2022, you can make it a little more customized and add a little note for yourself, and you can at least get through a couple of months. But once you get on a roll of doing it, you could probably get through all 12 months and get it done. Of course, calling our sphere of influence and wishing them happy holidays, catching up, because just staying in contact with our family and our past clients and our sphere, it'll bring your spirits up. And last but not least, of course, spend time with your family, reset yourself, and get ready to kick off a great year next year. So not saying don't have fun, just don't have fun for 3 more weeks, just a couple of days. All right, let's do Joker Jackpot. Everybody have their money in? I know a lot of you who were here yesterday already put your money in. So let's have my assistant Shauna shake it up. I'm gonna fix my video filter. Oops. There. Where'd you go? Okay, so while we're shaking up the cards, how much money do we have in there? $127. Who wants to draw today? So the goal is get your name drawn and draw a joker.
Jason and Holly Newman.
Holly. Woo. Okay, Holly.
Where's Jason?
He's at,
Oh,
he's at work.
he-
His other work. Okay.
Awesome.
We should start counting how many cards are left. Do you want to shuffle?
No.
I think we're gonna play Joker Jackpot at the potluck too.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Darn.
No, what was it?
10.
10 of
Clubs.
clubs. 10 of clubs. All
11.
right, until next time.
Like the flower
Ten
one
of-
with the
The shamrocks, yeah. Okay. Stop sharing, stop. Okay, tonight, just the meetings and trainings events are getting much smaller and smaller. So anybody who signed up for the AR workshop, it's tonight at 5:30. I don't expect we're gonna go till 9 like we usually do, because these are smaller projects. So figure a couple of hours is all. Tomorrow, there is a class at the association tomorrow for anybody who has not been through it yet. It's the SIG program, which is SRCAR Institute, something like that. I forget what the SIG stands for.
I never heard it.
Anyway, it's a $30 class. It's going to be well worth it though, because it's on loans and appraisals. And a lot of people, I can't tell you every single month how many people ask me to help them with pricing homes, and the appraisal part of it is really, really going to be helpful for you. So that's between 1 and 4, but you do have to RSVP. It is a live class at the association. Friday, of course, is our party. And I know I've already sent you a text and I told you yesterday, but I'm going to tell you again. Our original announcement said that the party starts at 6, but in reality, we have the room from 5 to 10. So we're going to open the doors at 5:15. Pechanga is planning to try to serve us food at 6. So please try to get there early if you can, grab drink, take some photos. We have a photo booth. We'll have the DJ running and stuff like that. And then we'll have a good time. So, but don't stress if you can't make it there by 6, because of course you're still going to get fed. And there always is somebody who likes to be fashionably late. Not me, but somebody, I'm sure.
Well, and some of our spouses work till 5.
Okay. We're closing the office early so that Shauna can do her hair. Because she has so much of it. And then the only thing else is next week, we are continuing with our RPA training. We're going to do one more live class, and then we'll do on Zoom the week of Christmas. Of course, you guys can catch those classes online, so you don't have to wait for me. But if you have questions, you can email me, and I'm happy to either respond or ask Darren or Forrest if we have questions that I can't answer. So other than that, are there any other announcements that anybody wants to make? I have one more thing. We did do the holiday light parade last Friday. That was a lot of fun. I worked my butt off helping the Murrieta office build the float, and it was a great success. And the float itself was talking again about the Toys for Tots and Spark of Love toy drive. So if anybody would like to donate unwrapped toys of any type, no gift cards, we are collecting for specifically Spark of Love in this office, just because the fire department's collecting has a later date for drop off, and Toys for Tots is kind of already like had a pickup, and we're kind of too late for that. So anybody else want to bring toys, just let me know or bring them to the front desk and we will take them over. Anybody out there want to say anything? Yeah. It was nice to see a couple of your faces this time, so that's nice. All right, you guys, then I will see you on Friday at the party.
Woo-hoo.
Woo.
Thank you.
You're welcome.